Yet another accident that happened in Mapsa has raised the alarm of accidental deaths in Goa, particularly that of drunken driving. Drunken driving has come to the fore after the Banastari accident, the dastardly Banastari accident that killed nearly about 3 people and injured several in the killer Mercedes that mowed down those families and their dear ones. Now, another accident in Mapsa has happened and has created a lot of stir as far as the drunken driving cases is concerned. There have been several instances where the police woke up for a while and started booking cases all over Goa with alcometers. But we are being told that they are short of alcometers also, and enforcement also is very low. According to the figures of between 2020 and 2023, a sizable number of cases between 1000 and 1600 were booked in the year 2020, after which during COVID the number fell down to around 662 cases, but it sharply rose back in 2021 to nearly about 1000 in 2022 also, which crossed nearly about 1400, 1500. Goa currently is witnessing a lot of accidents, and also drunken driving is a very big part of those accidents. One of the accidents that happened in Darbandoda, where an entire bus rammed into the side of a road, which injured nearly about 26 people who were the occupants of the bus, and has killed one of the drivers. This accident also is being told was because of the under the influence of alcohol that happened, that this accident had happened. So after that, the recent accident that happened is in Mapsa, which has killed a very hard-working businessman from Mapsa, who was an unsuspecting person who has lost his life because of the accident that happened. The numbers keep happening. Enforcement keeps happening in Goa, but the numbers of alcoholic driving seems to be not going down. According to the RTO data, till August they had suspended nearly about 648 licenses for drunken driving, but ultimately the 6-month imprisonment punishment and the 2000 rupees fine under the Motor Vehicle Act seems to be a little or too less for to act as a deterrent in these cases of drunken driving. We are also being told that the alcometers that the police use are currently many of the alcometers are currently not working, which is enabling the police stations to book cases. Today, the local Panji police station local Panji traffic police station had a drive of overspeeding, but in the evening is a time when it is very necessary to make sure that alcoholic driving cases are booked all over Goa. We will talk to the people who have been working in this field of road safety and awareness and try to get a sense of what is going wrong and how it may be corrected.
An average of nearly 1,200 cases of drunken driving have been reported ever since 2020. The number was over 1,600 in 2020, which sharply fell during COVID-19 pandemic, but rose back to 1,378 cases in 2021. In 2023, the number of cases had already crossed 1,000 cases by July and might as well have crossed over 1,400 by mid-October. Now the problem of drunken driving has come to the fore once again after the Mapsa hit-and-run incident where a lawyer, Milind Naik Desai, hit an unsuspecting road user who died during the treatment. The initial investigation revealed that the lawyer was drunk. Now let's speak about the deterrents. About 3,200 licenses were suspended by the Road Transport Office since 2020 for various offences. Drunken driving attracts a punishment of 6 months imprisonment and Rs 2,000 fine if found guilty for the violations booked under MV Act. However, this seems to be a deterrent not enough to curb the road deaths especially associated to drunken driving. Banastari accident was a grim reminder of the loosened guard on drunken driving in Goa. The Transport Minister had also taken strong stand on the same. Road Safety Week has come and gone, but road safety seems to be missing. Reporter Pratik Parab had a chat with Roland Martins of Goa Can on this issue. Listen in.
The issue of drunken driving has come back to the fore because of one more accident that happened nearby to Mapsa, where a lawyer who was involved in a incident, he has rammed into a person who died sadly. This issue actually has come back to the fore after the Banastari accident, which took the lives of 3 innocent persons. That was also a drunken driving case. There was a lot of hue and cry. There was a lot of enforcement that started. But again, it's hardly little time that has passed. But there is one more case that has happened. Roland Martins from Goa Can has been doing a lot of work in awareness regarding accidents, road accidents and road safety. He is with us today, and we'll talk to him and get a sense about why these things are repeating again and again in Goa, which is costing a lot of lives of Goans. Roland,
Yes.
one more accident has happened which has claimed the life of an innocent person on road.
Yes.
And I have been told that the vehicle that rammed into the person was absolutely wrong in this
Yes.
in this case.
Yes.
So it has come back again after the Banastari accident. Road Safety Week has just culminated.
Yes.
What do you have to say? Why does this continuously happen?
See, the point here is that we are yet to come to terms with the fact that alcohol is part of Goan life, and when you combine alcohol with speed, it's a deadly cocktail. And I think this is something all people have to start accepting, including people who drive expensive cars. Okay. The second thing is, I think people who are on the road, people in like all stakeholders need to understand that drunken driving is a reality. So one of the things that we have been arguing very strongly with the authorities is that we need to put up all these cases on a website. We need to know how many such cases are there, how many people have been checked for drunken driving, what is the percentage of drunken driving. So we can start looking at numbers. Some people say one Banastari, one here, one there, one Mapshekar, asu, tatate, accident data. But we are also a tourist destination. Today we have a case before us in the conciliation committee, wherein a person has asked the Directorate of Transport, the electricity department, the police, to quantify the number of poles that have been knocked down in Donapal and all over Goa. It's interesting to see that in Panjim area jurisdiction only about 22 poles have been knocked down.
Oh.
The cost of one of a pole is 3.5 lakhs.
Wow.
So what is happening here? I knock a pole, it's not a human life, and I walk away. Now who's going to pay? Taxpayers' money is going into replacing those poles.
Right.
So we need to look at rash and negligent driving, drunken driving as something that needs to be taken to account. Not only responsibility fixed, but we need to do a special drive. And one of the things we did, and is still going on, is to get the excise commissioner to issue a directive that all bars and restaurants, tavernas should put don't drink and drive.
Okay.
Now even to get this done, it has taken us 2.5 years. So much of resistance, people putting computer printouts, guys tearing that off. Now the commissioner issuing a fresh notification saying that it has to be painted. So, that awareness has yet to come. When there was a proposal that you need to take a driver, who will drive your car when you had a few extra drinks. A lot of discussion took place about, what kind of suggestion it is. But if you look at the metros, people are beginning to come to terms that if you want to party, you want to have nightlife, you got to take responsibility for that. And therefore, I think we need to build protocols.
Okay.
We need to put advisories in place. And therefore, it has to start with the tourism department, because we are just opening out into the November-December season and January. Hell of a lot of tourists are going to arrive. And so we need to, it's not a question of only that tourists need to be blamed or something like that.
Right.
But, the tourism department has a huge budget. Of course, the Directorate of Transport, PWD, has also put their money where their mouth is. But what we are saying, effort has to happen at the ground level. So this is the first time we got a sanction after pushing very hard. We got 10,000 being released to every village panchayat, 191 panchayat. received a order saying 10,000 is available to you to do road safety.
Okay, okay.
14 municipalities have received.
Okay.
Some of them done, some have not done. But we are taking this forward. On the third Sunday of November, which is 19th of November, we are observing the World Day of Remembrance of all those who have died and all those who have faced, serious injury in road accidents.
So far, what we have come to know is nearly about 1,000 cases have already they have booked. But
Yeah.
what happens is the penal action that is being taken, the cancellation of licenses,
Yes.
is it enough? What do you think?
Yeah, so what I'm saying is that in fact we have our North Goa road safety district meeting on the 20th, and that's what I'm going to raise. There needs a synchronization of data. It needs that all these officials need to work in tandem, and it's not just about suspending a license. It is the community has to understand why is this license suspended? Because people still have that, oh, he did not have the right contact, he didn't put influence. This thing, if it still carries on, people will not have faith that the system can work. And we have to, set timelines. So my perception of it is that in the next 4 months, particularly when Goa is booming as a destination, we need to every day look at how many cases are being booked, what is the level of alcohol intake in the driving, how many alcometers have been used at police stations. We have a subcommittee for every police station to analyze accident cases. So how many accident analysis have happened?
Okay.
And therefore, the media has to be taken into confidence to publish all this data.
Okay.
There is no point in coming to some conclusions and recommendations and they are kept inside. This has to be a public campaign where people take responsibility. And I would say liquor companies, big restaurants, big establishments need to join this campaign as a sheer sense of responsibility. It's not the blame game. See, the point is a person may have a drink extra. There's no doubt about that happening. The question is, are we having signs to alert him? You've taken a drink extra, you behind a steering wheel is not safe. Or you behind on a bike is not safe. I think this messaging has to happen. And social media is one thing that we need to use. So these days we have also been, going to various schools, higher secondaries, colleges as part of our consumer awareness campaign. We've been circulating this new poster which has been done by the health department on the Good Samaritan law. Wherein people even know that, Baba, I can rescue a guy. He has had a crash. The first hour after the accident, I can rescue him. But this even is very poor in Goa. Very few people want to do anything, but they are scared. They have the old concept, Atrasan Pattalo, I'll be taken to court, I'll be harassed by the police. So we need
this is a part of awareness, no? Because what is known is the traffic department has an education cell, as well as it has a budget which gives a certain amount of money for awareness. Is it being utilized properly?
No, it is utilized, but the point is it has to reach to the last man on the street. See, just saying don't drink and drive is not important. We need to have leaflets which shows what is an alcometer, how does it work, what is its success rate. You see, all these things are very important. People say, I will not get caught. Or if he gets caught, nothing will happen. So the sections about drunken driving, the alcometer that is being used, all these things need to be put in public domain. And there has to be a rigorous campaign. A 2 to 3 month campaign during the peak season. There is no point in talking to people about alcohol when they are not drinking. When the nightlife is active, now we have the national games, we have IFI. I think that's a huge opportunity for the national games committee to say, don't drink and drive. You could kill a prospective sports person in that accident, cripple him. So there's a huge campaign on national games. But where are we talking about road safety? Where are we talking about drunken driving? Same way, if he is coming up, International Film Festival, huge opportunity. And the good part about it, in this film, Road Safety Week, we got the government to agree to set up a video documentary competition. Excellent videos prepared by Goan directors, producers. I think this is a golden opportunity, which also has covered drunken driving. So this all needs to be put out.
So last is the deterrent under Motor Vehicle Act is 6 months imprisonment plus a fine. But do you think there is a fear of that law amongst the citizens?
See, the fear will come when people's names are published. Unless people are shamed. See, I have said very clearly that data should percolate down. If a person is caught in Panjim but he lives in in Kankorn, somebody in Kankorn should know about it. Same way, vice versa. If somebody from Kankorn is in Benjamin, so we need to make this public, and we need to say that look, this is how it's going to work. If you think you're going to be able to dodge the law, you may succeed here and there, but it's in the end you are going to get caught. So if you're the type of person who's going to drink and drive, you got to change your habits.
Okay.
So we need to push very hard. Secondly, we have also asked for data from Goa Medical College. Every day 15 cases are coming there, broken bones, etc. So this data needs to be put into a package, distributed systematically, showing people, see, everybody is not going to die. There are people lying on the bed with spinal cord injuries, brain damage, kids. Is the sad part is college kids are on the bed and parents are treating them, they are like vegetables. Now this is the reality of Goa that needs to be shown. Hiding is not going to happen. And therefore, since we have big events coming, big events, beach volleyball, why are we not thinking of putting road safety posters there? So my feeling is that the traffic police and directorate of transport has to go wherever the events are. We need to go with our message, bold and clear.
Maximum awareness.
Yes, maximum awareness, bold and clear, saying we are a destination, enjoy time, fine, but these are the things that you need to take care of, because otherwise we are going to be crying at Goa becoming a killer state, and it's getting too bad. 27 hours a day, one person dying 27 hours is not something worth talking about. We have to hang our heads in shame, you know. And I think that the average tourist who is beginning to feel that I can have a good time in Goa, let him come, we have no problem. But he must have responsibility. He must take responsibility. Guys who are taking rent a car, sitting on top of the thing, driving, you know, keeping the doors open, all these are examples of driving on the beach. These are all attitudes of the carefree thing. Goa is not a carefree place. It's a destination. We are saying enjoy it responsibly. And I think this message has to go from all allied departments.
Okay.
And definitely on the 12th, on the 20th when we have this meeting, I'm going to raise it loud and clear.
The message that the people need to know, the awareness that the people need to have is that Goa is not a anything will do destination. People who come here as tourists and also locals have to understand that enjoying responsibly and not endangering anybody's lives on roads is most paramount while driving on roads or riding on roads. Also, there has been a lot of discussion that there is no connect between various departments which usually should be connected to make sure that these kind of incidents should happen. It is going to be a concerted effort of all the departments to make sure that these kind of incidents don't repeat and innocent lives are not lost in the future.
Convener of Goa Road Safety Forum Dilip Naik also spoke to Herald regarding the problem.
How Dilip Naik, President Goa Road Safety Forum, committed to reduce road accidents in Goa. तुम्ही हाली पळयता गोंया रोड एक्सिडेंट वाडत आसा आनी आतां आमी रिसेंटली जे पळयता ते हीट एंड रन केसी वाडत चल्ल्या. म्हाका दिसता बाणस्तारी एक्सिडेंटा नंतर जो एक्सिडेंटाचो एक सस्पेक्ट आशिल्लो की ड्रंकन एंड ड्रायव्हिंग आनी हीट एंड रन केस, ह्या एक्सिडेंट ज्या तरेन हाताळ्ळो गेलो तितून लोकांच्या बाकीच्या लोकां मदीं एक जो भंय तयार जावपाक जाय आशिल्लो तो जालो ना आनी आतां ह्यो हीट एंड रन केसीस वाडत आसा. हेजेर खंय तरी सरकारान गंभीर दखल घेवपाक जाय. म्हाका दिसता केन्नाय कोणा कडेन एक्सिडेंट जालो आनी ताका दिसता की आपल्याक लोक आसा ते मॅन हँडल करतले, लोकांचो भंय दिसता म्हणून तो थंयच्यान एक्सिडेंट स्थळा वयल्यान पळून गेलो. हें जेन्ना रिजन दिता, हें रिजन दिता आसतना सरकारान अशें पळोवपाक जाय कोणाय कडेन एक्सिडेंट जालो आनी ताका हो भंय दिसता जाल्यार ताणें इमिजिएटली एक 100 मिटराचेर वचून 108क फोन करपाक जाय आनी सांगपाक जाय आपल्या कडेन एक्सिडेंट जाला आनी पेशंट जो विक्टीम आसा तो सिरियस आसा, प्लीज बेगीन अटेंड करा. पूण ताणें इमिजिएटली 10 मिनटां भितर ताणें कळोवपाक जाय 108क. ताणें नंतर पुलिसेक कळोवपाक जाय की अशें अशें जालां, आपल्या कडेन एक्सिडेंट जाला आनी आपूण नियरस्ट पुलीस स्टेशनाचेर आसा तो आपूण सरेंडर करपाक पळयता, तर आपल्याक आपणें खंय येवचो. जर ह्यो गोश्टी जाल्यो ना जाल्यार ती केस गव्हर्मेंटान त्या ज्याने कोणें तो एक्सिडेंट केला आनी तो हीट अँड रन केस जाल्या तेंच्यानी पळून गेला आनी जेन्ना ताका पुलीस धरून हाडटा तेन्ना तेजेर सगळीं सेक्शनां लागपाक जाय. तेजेर ड्रंकन ड्रायव्हिंग सेक्शन लागपाक जाय आनी सगळीं कडक सेक्शनां लागपाक जाय. आनी एक गव्हर्मेंटान असो बरो एग्जाम्पल सेट करून दिवपाक जायो, कारण कोण तरी कोणाचेरी एक्सिडेंट करतलो आनी ताका उपचार सुद्दां दिनासतना पळत तेंच्यान वयतलो, हें अत्यंत वायट गोश्ट आसा. तर आनी कोण हें जर आतां सिरियसनस घेतलें ना जाल्यार फुडें फुडें अशेंय जावपाक शकता. कोणा मदीं दोन झगडीं जालीं कितें जालें जाल्यार तो ताका रस्त्यार दिसलो जाल्यार तेजेर मारली गाडी आनी गेलो पळोवन, तर आपलो थंय रिवेंज काडलो. अश्योय गोश्टी फुडें नाकारूंक शकना. तर ह्या रोड एक्सिडेंटाचेर सरकारान सिरियसली विचार करपाची गरज आसा. आमी गोवा रोड सेफ्टी फोरम CMA कडेन आनी सगळे कन्सर्न ऑथॉरिटीज कडेन फॉलोअप करीत आसा, हेजेर सोल्युशन काडुया म्हणून. आनी आमकां हेजी सगळी नॉलेज आसा, फक्त गरज आसा सरकारान आमच्या वांगडा आमकां बरोबर घेवन बसून हेजेर आमी सोल्युशन काडपाक शकता.
After speaking to several persons who are working in the field of road safety and also observing what is happening around Goa, one thing is for sure that there is a lot of awareness that needs to be done across Goa amongst the people regarding drunken driving, and also there needs to be awareness amongst the tourists who come in large numbers in these pursuing months that are going to come. So there is a need of a 360-degree awareness towards the problems, the negatives of drunken driving, and also there needs to be a strong deterrent, an example that these cases will not be handled softly. The deterrent comes from the Motor Vehicle Act, which needs to be properly enforced to make sure that people don't indulge in these kind of accidents deliberately by indulging in drunken driving. Roland Martins, who spoke to us, also explained about how they are trying to do awareness through the Road Safety Week and through regular activities. There is a need for people also to understand their responsibility as people on vehicles, big vehicles, which if you are indulging in drunken driving can be a weapon of mass destruction for the people who are using the roads on regular basis. This is Pratik Parab with Prasad Polji for Herald TV.